So I'm here with Connah's key manager, John Disney, following his side's 3-3 draw with Haverfordwest. Firstly, just a thought on the result. Do you think that was a fair result given the performance? And obviously you dominated much of the first half and then passed in the second. So.
Yeah, I think so. Listen, I think football's about taking your chances, isn't it? Haverfordwest have done that. They've had a couple of opportunities where our goalkeepers had to make a couple of saves. So yeah, I think in fairness, probably looking at it, the draw was the fair result. Of course, you know, when you're in football, when you're 2 goals up, you want to try and make sure that you get a win, but that wasn't to be today, and that's fair play to Haverfordwest. They stick at it. They'll work hard for their manager at all points in time. So we're always aware of that. And unfortunately, we fell on the half of that.
Yeah. And just a word on the goals. A great finish from Declan Poole, another good display from Jacob Cook, and I know a first goal for the club for Dan Cowan as well.
Yeah, I think it's something that we've always looked at with our fullbacks trying to get goals and get into forward areas, and Declan's managed to do that today. He took his goal brilliantly. And listen, he's always going to be, you know what you're going to get with Declan Poole, so if he can get goals into his game, then that's fantastic as well. In regards to Jacob Cook, yeah, I think, again, another fantastic display from himself. Don't think there's much he could have done with any of the goals that we conceded. And then Dan Cowan, yeah, we've worked a lot on set plays and how he can try and make sure that he contributes, because he's a big, strong boy and he gets into the opposition box quite a lot. I think helping him scoring is obviously massive, but I'm sure he'll be disappointed that we conceded 3 goals as well.
Yeah, and obviously we did concede those 3 goals. Do you think there was a way we could have killed the game earlier and stopped it getting from where it was at the end?
Yeah, 100%. I think that's the message back to the players. I've got to take some accountability for that as the manager. It falls on me. In my opinion, I think we just have to slow the game down, manage the moments. I turned around to the bench probably 10, 20 seconds before they scored and said, if we see this out, it's game over on the second goal. If it went 3-1, I said, if we see this phase of play out, I think it's game over, because it'd be difficult for them to score 2 from there. But unfortunately, that was to be. And like I've said earlier, fair play to Haverfordwest for that, but of course we're hurting with that.
Yeah, and what were your thoughts on the penalty decision? Obviously, it's not a great view from where you're standing, but do you think it was a fair call to give it a penalty there?
Listen, I'm not going to get into my opinion on whether or not it was a penalty. All I will say, we've got to defend our box a lot better before it gets to that, and that's the only conversation I'll have on that. I'm not here to the referees have got a tough enough job as it is. We shouldn't give them the opportunity to make those decisions.
Yeah, absolutely. And just a look ahead to next week in Cardiff. I know you'll be looking to bounce back and get the 3 points. You think your strong record down in South Wales recently will make much of a difference?
Well, we hope so. You know, the lads have done really well performing in South Wales, so we've got to look to continue that, because going to Cardiff Met is always a tough place, very, very difficult, and Jenks has got his players playing well. Especially, we've got a few lads who used to play for us here that will be bang at it as well. So every game in this league is a challenge. That will be more so than any, because it's our next game. It's all we can focus on.
Thank you for your time. Go well in Cardiff.